How is it going, everyone? This is your friend Tom Moore coming at you live with another sharpening video, because that's what I do. Today we are going to sharpen something. I don't think I've had one of these in yet. I've had Koenigs in. I own lots of Koenigs, but this is a Gen 2. You can tell because the flipper tabs kind of hooks back. They're heavier and pretty cool. This one's been DLC coated. I believe it's aftermarket, but it looks really good. And we're going to throw a satin edge on it, something to cut with. Koenigs are fun because they're always, I can never, getting the angle on them is a little tough. So I spend a little extra time dialing in the angle. Uh-oh. So we got a nice flat spot on the Koenig. We're going to sharpen it, kind of trying to straighten out the swoop a little bit. We're going to sharpen right up there. Kind of parallel tip to pivot. My kids opened the door of my office, and that's fun. Close that. So I'm using new streaming software. This is OBS, which is, I don't know, very widely used. It's the first time I've streamed in it. So hopefully it looks better. It broadcasts at 1080 instead of 720 like my other program. It's got lots of settings. It's a little more technical, but I think I got it figured out. So it looks like there's 3 people watching, so it looks like it's working. Okay, we got our thing in there. Most important thing, especially on DLC knife, is tape, electrical tape. So we're going to put the tape all the way to the very end of the edge so we can't over sharpen the edge. Kind of stops right at the end. Kind of important how you place your tape. This just keeps me from going past the end of the edge right here. If I go past that, I'll hit this. And this is DLC coated, and it will leave a mark, which would suck. That ruins a knife. So, tape is important. It only takes a second. I don't know how I got away with doing this for so long without using any protection. I guess Spyderco's you don't need it so much. And that's what I mostly sharpened before I started doing this, but very important step. Okay. Next important step is dialing in the edge angle. So Koenigs I've seen all over the place. They're usually in the low 20s. This one looks like it's pretty wide for a Koenig. This one might be about 20 or even less. Oops. No need to draw all over the blade. Just get the edge. Let's see. No chips. A little bit of chippiness right here. And there we go. Not bad, but now let's get this angle dialed in. We're going to start with a Capstone Premium CBN 150 grit stone. This is as low as I feel like I need to go usually. I have an 80 grit, but it's for chips and huge repairs. This one profiles really well off anything, and this edge is pretty well done. Okay, so let's drop the angle to about 20-ish to start. And then let's see what this edge looks like. Just give it a light little kiss. Reveals that here it's a little bit too high of an angle, but as you work through the edge, it goes right about the right angle right there. So let's give it another quick scrub. Dialing this in is important. We're pretty much there. This is a pretty good looking first attempt. Let's see this side. About the same. It's not totally removed, but it kind of angle changes throughout the edge, so we have to kind of find the best midpoint. So let's see what this angle is to go off of. Hit me up in the chat if you're watching, looks like there's a couple people watching. Hit me up, say hello in the comments so I know that this is working. This is the first time with the software, so I think it is. Okay, zeroed it out. We are about 20.3 degrees, so we're going to drop it to 20 and say that's where it is. Okay, 20 degrees, 20 degree edge. Sounds fun. Let's give it another quick swipe. I think that will actually help it going down a little bit from 20. Yeah, that's right on the money. That's right on the money. So let's sharpen there. Okay. Tip, we got a little bit of reprofiling to do with the tip. We got to bring the angle down a little bit. No big deal. Not a ton of work. Just a little bit of Sharpie to remove. Oh, let's check our stop collar. Stop collar is good throughout the edge. Okay. This is important. Setting the stop collar saves you from fucking up your knife. Oh, Carl Maxwell is watching. Hey, Carl. Thank you for joining me on our new broadcasting system. Seeing how this works. Hopefully it has a little better image quality than what I was using on StreamYard. And it's free. So, hopefully it works. So, got rid of the marker on most of the edge, which is a good thing. Point the tip up a little bit. Okay, so fun part. We're gonna do the heel. Microphone. So the heel right here has got some things that aren't quite squared up. So the tape goes to the very end. We're gonna basically rest it on the tape until we can get rid of all this Sharpie. Careful not to overshoot the end of the edge. Really just trying to get this little pocket of Sharpie out. These are the important things when you're sharpening. It's not that hard to get a whole edge sharp, but it's getting the whole edge totally profiled and looking good. Because like this could get sharpened. It's not that big of a deal. You wouldn't even notice it when it's done, but I know it's there and it's going to bug me. So we're going to get rid of that little pocket. This is the same as PM2's edges almost. This is how they often have a little pocket of fun at the end of the edge. Okay, we're going to say that's a good first pass. Still got a little bit of work to do. You can see there's still a little Sharpie, but we're apexed and I want to flip it. Well, we got some other people joining us. We got Jay Cameron. Let's see if I can pull up comments on the screen. I don't know how this works. I don't know how to pull up the screen, but it's okay. We got Jim Garrett watching. Thank you guys for joining me today. It's been a minute since I've done this, really. I have been sick for like 3 weeks, kind of. Went to Vegas with my kids at the end of May, and they got me sick. And then I went to Blade Show when I was finally starting to feel a little okay, and that kicked my ass. It got me really sick. Trying to just push through what I had left. I was running on way too much caffeine and way too much Adderall. But I'm feeling good today. I have energy to sharpen. Get back at it. I got a pile of shit to do. I've been trying to get done for the last 2 weeks. So today is the day. This side's looking really nice. Got a little bit of work to do with the tip, so I'm going to put a finger underneath there. I don't like doing clip side tips as much as presentation side clips. They're a little bit harder to not roll, so I always use my finger on clip sides. Still got a little bit of Sharpie there. There we go. That edge is looking pretty swell. Okay, this side looking good. I'm gonna check for a burr. I might have one, might not, but this side's good for now. So visually, I like to be able to see the burr, so I know it's there. We have a burr from here. You can feel it all the way down. So we're profiling that side. So now we're going to clean up his little divot and make sure we get a burr on this side. This little divot's going to bug me. So I'm kind of tilting my stone like this to get the edge where I want it to get, so I know I'm hitting that one little dumb spot. It is not participating. It's going to be some work. I don't want to overwork it, so let's work the rest of the edge. I always think it's funny when people talk about what direction they sharpen in. I usually sharpen the opposite of this, but when I'm profiling I kind of go both ways. People get very specific if they're edge trailing or edge leading. I don't even know what that means. I just sharpen. I like my scratches to be lined up at the end, so then I do from heel to tip strokes like this. It lines everything up. Still got this little divot. Other than that, we're done. So let's work this little bad boy out. We're getting there. It's starting to eat away at it. Make sure we're getting the very heel. Luckily this is a satin edge, so if it's not dead on, you won't see it. Like a mirror. It's basically gone though. Little tiny bit left. I think we got her. There we go. It's all gone. So we worked that little spot out right there. Definitely gonna have a burr because we worked it so much. Let's flip, and we're gonna look for a burr visually. We have one, we can feel it throughout the whole edge. So we'll profile that side. Now we're just going to do a quick cleanup pass. Reduce the burr size. I think we'll do one more pass after this real quick, just to make sure our scratches look nice. Not sure what seal this is, but this is a Gen 2 Koenig. My guess is it's XHP. I don't think they used M390 back on Gen 2s. Not positive. I haven't had a ton of them in my hands. Okay, this side looks money. We're going to do one quick pass. Reduce the burr. Make sure we're all good. I'm happy with how it looks. Okay. Done profiling that side. Quick pass on this flip side. Looking for any major scratches that stand out from the 400 stone, but this stone, this 150, leaves pretty good finish. Like, you barely even need to use another stone past this. Okay. We look money. Okay. So now, we're just doing this as satin edge. We're going to hop over to a 400 grit stone. Hopstone Premium CBNs. I love these stones. They are my favorite knife purchase of the last couple of years, probably. They just kick ass. They make this job really easy. So now we're just kind of cleaning up the scratches and reducing the burr size. Okay, looking pretty good. Looking real good. It was fun going to Blade Show and getting different feedback than I usually do. Like, I get recognized when I go there quite a bit by club members and dealers or whatever. But I used to get recognized like, oh, you're the Spyderco dude. You got so many colors. You got all of them. You take cool photos, and that was fun. But it was much more fun to getting feedback from people like, oh, you're the guy that sharpens, and that's become my identity. Is really cool because this is a lot more fulfilling than just collecting a bunch of fucking Spydercos and being known for that. Let's do one more quick pass at 400, cleaning up the edge, reducing the burr. It looks really good already. This stone kicks ass. It's 150 and 400 grit stone are all you really need if you just want to sharpen shit. You don't care about mirrors, which everyone cares about mirrors. I understand it. You get over it though eventually, and you start to realize that a good satin edge can look really good, and it can cut better, and it's less fussy and all that stuff. So I enjoy doing satin edges. It's more of a challenge to see how sharp I can get it, instead of just like going through the steps to polish it up and then hope it's sharp at the end. Because when it's not sharp at the end, I have to redo it, which sucks balls. So put it back in the clamp, re-zero the angle and all that crap. But this is looking good. Okay, I think we are done with the stone. Since we're doing a satin edge up to 400, we might have somewhat of a burr. So I'm throwing one of my trashed strops on. It is well used and abused and needs to be replaced. But we're going to zero this back to 20 degrees. Drop it about half a degree. We're not trying to polish the edge, we're just pulling the burr off if there's anything left. Since we're not going higher than 400, there's a little bit of burr. So this is just pulling anything that's on the edge off onto the leather. Pulling strokes only, being careful not to gouge the leather on the tip, which is very tempting. Intrusive thoughts make you want to do it, I get it. But we're really just making sure the edge is free of a burr. We're not trying to get rid of scratches, we're just cleaning up the edge. Okay, and we are done. Let's get it cleaned up, get it cut tested. Okay, here we go. Piece of paper. Oh yeah, it's sharp. Test the whole edge, make sure there's no chip pulling through the paper. It's not very scientific, but you can tell if a knife's sharp on printer paper just by the feel. This is very sharp. Nice looking edge. Let's give it a quick cleanup. Give it a quick spray. Gunny glow. Magic eraser is the best thing ever. So I'm pretty good at keeping the Sharpie only on the bevel, and I can sharpen most of it off, but there's always little remnants of Sharpie along the edge. To get those off, use a magic eraser and do pull strokes. Do not do this because you'll slice your thing up and your fingers. Looking good. A little bit of Sharpie right there. There we go. Beauty. And there we go. Sharpen Gen 2 Koenig Arius. And let's see if it says a steel on somewhere. It's probably DLC coded over, so I won't be able to see it. Anyway, cool knife. Now it's got a nice sharp edge. This one's been on my list to get done for a minute. It's just been sick, so I'm happy to finally get back at the sharpening. It's a lot of effort to do this on video because it's kind of stressful to have people watch. But it's also, I gotta keep talking, which is kind of good for me. Looks good. Well, all right. Thank you all for joining me. This is your friend Tom Moore, at Thomas O. Moore on Instagram. Hit me up if you need any sharpening done. I got about a couple boxes, nothing big deal. My backlog is usually about a week. If you can send me something cool and I have time, I will do it on camera. I don't do everything on camera. Just sometimes I want to blow through a couple knives. But hit me up. Let me know if you want to see it done live. And I will talk to you guys again. Hopefully today I'll do some more sharpening. So peace out. Have a good day. Bye.